Good morning and happy Thursday, or as we like to call it, Friday Junior. We are one day closer to the weekend, and what a messy start to the day it's going to be out there. We are already seeing messy conditions because that snow moved in through the overnight hours and is now continuing through this morning. As you can see from this view from Bethany Lutheran College, we are dealing with snow-covered roads, slightly reduced visibility, and things like that because of not just the snow falling, but the low-level cloud coverage out there. That being said, use extra caution when you are out and about this morning. We are dealing with hazardous travel conditions because of slick roads due to snow-covered roads. So some things you can do to stay extra safe out there is give yourself plenty of time to get to where you need to go this morning. Give yourself extra time. Make sure you leave earlier than normal, things like that. Try not to rush. It's better to call in and say, hey, I'm going to be a little late because of the roads than it is to rush and lead to other disasters that you don't even want to think about. Another thing you can do is when you come to a stop, start slowing down a lot sooner than you normally would when we are dealing with dry conditions. You're going to want to tap your brakes gently so that you come to a gradual stop. You're not going to want to hit your brakes to the point where they lock up, because you do that, you're going to slide right through the intersection that you are starting to approach. Another thing you want to do is don't drive with your brights on. I know it might seem better because you might be able to see farther, or it might seem like that, but all that's going to do is make those snowflakes more reflective, just like we deal with in fog. So all you need are your regular lights. Slow down and speed up gradually. That way you won't fishtail or slide around. If you're coming up to a turn or a curve, take it slower than you normally would. These roads are slick out there. It is going to take you extra time to get to where you need to go. And it's not just you, it's everybody that has to get to school or work or wherever it may be this morning. So slow down, take your time to get to where you need to go, and everybody will be happy, and especially if you drive with your headlights on. This is what it looks like I said, from Bethany Lutheran College in Mankato. With the snow sticking around and continuing through the good chunk of today, we are sitting under a winter weather advisory here in southern Minnesota. The more north you head, so if anyone works in the Twin Cities, you can expect higher snow totals by the end of today, which is why those areas north of us are sitting under a winter storm warning. Both of these, the advisory and the warning, will remain in effect until early tomorrow morning. Satellite radar imagery shows that we do have a low pressure system moving through, which is kind of the driving force for this snow. It's going to move right through the area, so that may affect some of you. I've been dealing with a headache since maybe yesterday or 2 days ago. Those of you with arthritis or things like that may notice a flare up or some added pain or some added soreness out there, because this low pressure system is going right through the area. That being said, we are looking at some heavy bands of snow continuing on and off through the day today. With those heavier bands of snow, you can also expect reduced visibility. As you can see, we are ranging anywhere from under a mile of visibility up to about 2 miles of visibility where that snow is actively falling right now. The farther south and southwest you head, the more you're going to get out of that snow and into clearer visibility. However, it's also a little bit warmer down in those areas, so you may come into some chances of wintry mix or freezing rain and or rain-snow mix. This is the current view looking at Minnesota Highway 22 and Madison Avenue in Mankato. You can see that that truck is taking that roundabout very slowly because they are snow covered. Plows are out and about trying to clear the roads, but they can only work so fast. So if you come across a plow driver on the road, make sure you give them plenty of space, because they are trying to do their job to keep the roads extra safe and as clear as possible for people like you to get to where you need to go. Here's another view of Mankato just to look at the U.S. Highway 69 at Riverfront Drive. Again, snow covered out there. We are dealing with slick roads. Here's a look at in the Fairmont and Welcome area. This is I-90 at Minnesota Highway 263. Little less snow, but still some snow out there. Use caution because there could be slick spots. Just because it's not actively snowing down in those areas right now doesn't mean that you're not going to deal with slick spots. Here's a look at road conditions across the area. From Mankato outward, you're going to be dealing with completely covered roads to partially covered roads. All the more reason to slow down, take your time, do not slam on your brakes, gradually slow down and speed up, and allow for extra travel time. Taking a look at the futurecast as to when this is going to stop, we're going to see this snow on and off through the day today into the afternoon hours. It'll start to lighten up through this evening with flurries lingering until the overnight hours, and then those clouds will start to clear, allowing for a little bit of sunshine throughout tomorrow afternoon. So we do have several more hours of this snow on the way. We'll see some afternoon sunshine tomorrow, but temperatures are going to be quite bitter. We already have a nice dusting out there. We're still looking at about 2 to 4 inches here in Mankato as of this morning. And the more north you head, the higher those totals are going to get. The more south and southwest you head, the lower those totals are going to get. Temperatures are in the teens and 20s across the area, with the low sitting at about 19 degrees here in Mankato, St. Peter, and up by Olivia. The warmest we're seeing is about 26 degrees down by Spencer, which is why I said if you're going to be going down to that area, or if you live in that area, be extra careful because there is a chance for a little bit of a wintry mix due to the warmer temperatures in the Siouxland area. Winds, this is going to be another problem out there. We are dealing with some breezy winds out of the southeast. This is going to lead to more reduced visibility due to blowing snow, as well as possible drifting around the area. Winds are reaching up to 25 miles an hour this morning, and they're going to remain rather strong through the day. Because of that, we are also dealing with some bitter wind chill values, which makes it feel like we are in the single digits across the majority of the area. So it feels more like 3 degrees here in Mankato versus what the temperature is reading of 19 degrees. All the more reason to grab that jacket and just more proof to show that those roads are going to be slick because it is very cold out there and it is going to lead to some ice formation. Quick look at your hour-by-hour forecast. Look at those temperatures. We're going to rise to a high of 29 degrees by this afternoon as snow continues into the evening hours. Winds are going to stay breezy through the day, anywhere between 10 and 20 miles an hour across southern Minnesota, with gusts up to that 30-mile-an-hour range. Some areas will experience higher wind gusts than 30 miles an hour. Like I said, that is going to lead to reduced visibility as well as some possible drifting around the areas, especially where we are expecting higher snow totals. This will also keep the wind chill value sticking around through the day. Like you saw, we're looking at a high of about 29 degrees. With the breeze, it's going to feel about 10 degrees colder through the afternoon hours, with a real feel of about 19 degrees this afternoon. So all the more reason to make sure wherever you go today, you not only take your time, but you also take your jacket with you. Tonight is going to be quite cold out there, with areas of blowing snow possible as winds stay breezy with a low of 9 degrees. Here's a quick look at your extended forecast for the week, going into the weekend, I should say, and next week. We have that snow today. It's going to be quite colder tomorrow. Winter starts on Saturday. As we go to the week of Christmas, there is a slim chance for snow on Monday, so fingers crossed we keep that slim chance of snow. If we see that, it could lead to a dusting, which could in turn lead to a white Christmas. So fingers crossed we see that little bit of snow on Monday, because after that, temperatures are going to rise into the low to mid-30s going into the end of next week and next weekend. That's actually all I have for you guys this morning. The biggest focus this morning is on that snow, and those road conditions. Will provide more updates throughout the morning. So keep checking back here as well as our channel for those updates, and we will keep you up to date with current conditions, road conditions, and everything you need to know to get to where you need to go today. As always, check back later. Tune into Cato Living later on at 4. And be sure to tune in to KEYC News Now tonight at 5, 6, and 10 for a look at your local weather, news, and sports. Have a terrific rest of your Thursday. Take your time, stay safe, and be warm.